By virtue of the powers vested in me, I hereby constitute this assembly as a legal congregation of the University of Pretoria. During this assembly, degrees with all the associated rights and privileges will be conferred on the candidates whose names appear in the program. Please take your seat. Ladies and gentlemen, I would now like to request you to join us in a silent prayer or meditation to give thanks for the achievements of our students today. Thank you. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this penultimate graduation ceremony in the Faculty of Education. It is indeed for me a great pleasure to officiate here and see our graduates through the stage, as well as their parents, families, and friends. All 258 graduates who will walk across the stage this morning have had the privilege of experiencing the prestige of a graduation ceremony at least once before in their lives. Now, you have already been part of this distinguished tradition. It is quite evident from what you dressed up in. And you have celebrated this rite of passage with similar auspiciousness. On behalf of all of us here present, and also expressing the Dean's message, I wish to congratulate all of you on achieving this important milestone in your lives. I usually make reference a lot to one of my favorite authors, a person that has gone through a lot in life, the late Professor Viktor Frankl, and who has been through the Holocaust years and has learned many hardships in life. And if you are familiar with his work, you will know that perseverance and hope can take you far in life. And one of his statements says, a man, well, that was in 1946, so they were not too gender sensitive, so I guess this is applicable to women too. A man who becomes conscious of the responsibility he bears toward a human being who affectionately waits for him, or to an unfinished work, will never be able to throw away his life. He knows the why for his existence and will be able to bear almost any how that is in search of meaning in one of his works. So if you know, why you exist, you will figure out a way of how you should exist. That's basically what he's saying. And in my experience, those in the education profession do not do it for the fame or the glory or the wealth, if you like. They most certainly do it for other reasons, not money at all, per se, but most often it is the deep consciousness of the responsibility towards other human beings. Only some of whom regard them with affection. The greater unfinished work for us in this profession, it is through this consciousness that allows education to change the world from day to day, from hour to hour. So education is quite fundamental to our own existence and how we shape our lives. Now, at graduation ceremonies, I customarily also ask to extend a word of gratitude to every person who has provided some encouragement and support to our graduates. Whether that support is in the form of an intellectual support or financial, emotional, or any other kind of support, we know that that has assisted us to have these special graduates today through your efforts. And without that commitment and contribution, and that often happens behind the scenes when the midnight oil is burning, we know that there are parents, those of you who still have parents or guardians, partners, family and friends, some of you have got children, and all of these people have supported you, and I think it is appropriate that we acknowledge the role of all of these in public and express our sincere thanks. And let's give them a round of applause, please. In the University of Pretoria, striving towards an ambitious 2025 strategic plan, we have embarked on a journey to become a leading research-intensive university in Africa. Our aim as an institution of higher learning is to be recognized internationally for our quality, for our relevance and impact, and also for developing people. We also strive to create knowledge and making a difference locally and, of course, globally. And this is certainly, evidenced by the work that this faculty is doing. Just in the recent years, there has been a strong focus on improving our global rankings at the university. And we put in a lot of work to actually make a difference in that respect. And to this end, we pursue active local, national, and/or international partnerships with very prominent institutions across the world to enhance our research exchanges and collaborations, and at the end increase the input in research. Because a university that doesn't have that kind of character of how you make a difference in knowledge production needs to rethink its own mission and its strategy. And in addition to being a world-class teacher training faculty, we know for a fact that this faculty established itself among many, especially in its research output, in its capacity development, and of course, making serious inroads into the transformation of the higher education system. Now, we also wish to say you should take pride in this faculty from which you are graduating today. And you have experienced this, and this is, of course, currently the largest and most diverse faculty in South Africa, and that's the Faculty of Education, among Faculty of Education across the country. So it has a wide-ranging suite of programs that it is offering, and we know that we are making an impact as part of the national priorities for teacher training. Teacher training, ladies and gentlemen, is one of the scarce skills areas in the country. Somewhere along the line in the history of this country, teacher training was downplayed, and we ended up with a catastrophe. So we are picking up the pieces, and the government also recognizes that we really need to have excellent educators so that we can be able to improve our standard of education, our results. We still don't fare very well in comparison to other countries in many aspects of especially school education. But this faculty, of course, features in the subject rankings among the top 200 in policy and management. And we have about 23 NRF-rated researchers. And that alone enhances the reputation of a faculty. I know that the Dean has been on a very vigorous recruitment drive last year with his team, and we see the results of it this year, and we ended up not being able to accommodate all the people that had actually made this faculty a faculty of their choice. And we trust that these transformation efforts will continue, and including our international footprint in the Faculty of Education. Now, this is a very competitive environment, ladies and gentlemen, because the harder you work, more and more other universities and or faculties work as hard or probably even harder than you do. So you run fast to find yourself on the same spot if you don't actually distinguish yourself in that manner. Now, we have prepared you at this university to excel as professionals, and we know that you have the competence, you are now creative and innovative, and you will be able to adapt with confidence in the circumstances that confront you. And if we look at distance education programs that we offer at this university, pretty much at the postgraduate level, we know that employability for you in the teaching profession is not a serious crisis. Many of you are already in your jobs, either as administrators or educators, and you have now learned and perfected more skills of leadership in your communities to actually contribute to raising the standard of education in the country. And we wish to encourage you to keep learning. Don't stop and say, you know, I have received this honors qualification today, I'm going to relax for another 2 or 3 years, because you know what the challenges are. The moment you take a break, you will not be able to progress academically because there will be other distractions in your life. Now, I've spoken about the rated number of researchers that we have here and the value they add to the university, but I also wish to single out one of the national needs and priorities in trying to address our local problems. And that is looking at the quality of schooling. We still have a serious problem there. We know that the budget of the country is allocated mostly to education. And by education, I mean all of education, from early childhood to higher education and training. Now, we put in so much resources as a country, but we are not convinced yet that the quality of schooling is at the level where it is supposed to be. So it is through your efforts in your own environments to actually make a difference. Those of you who are still teaching, to actually contribute in such a way that your schools appear among the best. Now, in a research paper published in 2014, a projection was made that if all 15-year-olds in South Africa achieve the basic level of education, the GDP increase would be as high as 2,624% if you make that kind of an investment. That was the projected, increase. As you can see, if you increase that, there is no way that you can go wrong. And we know through the studies that the first 1,000 days of a child are quite crucial in how you form the future of that child going forward. So it is quite imperative that even government itself focuses more on early childhood development so that we can have a brighter future for our children. Now, dear graduates, it is my sincere hope that the qualification you have obtained from this university and the knowledge you have gained through these processes will empower you, will make you become constructive citizens, and contribute in our different fields of specialization. I hope that you will also be able to join our proud alumni group, this association we have, and be able to plow back. You know, plowing back is not just about money. It's also about ideas and how you become part of the university life through the alumni associations. So we have what we call a tech scholarship fund here. Because you are by and large studying from a distance, you may not be familiar with some of the challenges that many other students have. We have approximately 53,000 contact students alone, and an additional 9,000 would be distance, so forth. So the size of this university is quite big, and the magnitude of the problem for students who actually go hungry, for students who have to undergo other health and wellness and counseling support is quite large. So if you plow back, you can be able to make a difference in trying to assist, especially those that have studied counseling and so forth. And we know that it is not an easy task, but in your own communities, because you teach students that end up being our students here. So you can be able to actually help them out. And in closing, I would like to quote the words of Malala, you remember the little girl from Afghanistan? Malala, very humble young woman, and she has risen to fame, as you know, as an activist for female education in Pakistan and the world, actually. And in 2014, at a tender age of 17, she became the world's youngest Nobel Prize laureate. And she made a statement that, let us remember, one book, one pen, one child, and one teacher can change the world. Malala says, let us remember, one book, one pen, one child, and one teacher can change the world. And I think by a book, you know, it's generic because children are much more technologically savvy these days. So although we shouldn't give our children these cell phones that make them learn things they shouldn't be learning at their age. And I think you have the power to make that difference. You have the power to change the world. And of course, as we say at the University of Pretoria, make today matter. So what you do today should matter so that tomorrow could be different. And tomorrow becomes today, and today it's very cyclical. And I wish to thank you very much and wish you all the best in your endeavors, in your careers. You have achieved a very big milestone in your lives, and we know that education changes the world, as I say. And keep up the good work and make a difference, a positive difference, contribution, where you will be building the nation in your own worlds. And I will now proceed to request the Dean to introduce to me the candidates present whose names appear in the program.
Mr. Vice Principal, the following candidates have complied with all the requirements for the degree Bachelor of Education Honors in Education Management, Law and Policy. Mpho Bale. Mafanato Baloi. Jamgumuni Baloi. Sani Bayi. Thokozani Biela. Tobile Butelezi. Tamara Cameron. Nosicelo Cele. Hlamalani Chabalala. Lisecha Chweni. Gledwin Daza. Ladies and gentlemen, let us applaud our graduates enthusiastically. Geneva Dipanyeka. Mpolwani Diale. Lindiwe Dindi. And you are also welcome to Ululate if you want to. Jabusile Dlamini. Olive Dlamini. Sipokazi Dlokolo. Patience Dube. Senzo Dube. Nobanzi Gule. Lindokuhle Gumede. Simon Gumede. Tobile Gwala. Zandile Gwala. Lerato Hadebe. Monique Hopplicht. Zibuyile Hlengwa. Tulani Hlophe. Tintswalo Hlungwane. Elsie Hlungwane. Manuku Hopane. Mamukhore Kapola. Masichaba Kapola. Nelly Khatla. Namadzavo Kameli. Jabulisile Kanyasi. Nketile Kanyile. Tintswalo Khosa. Sipho Khoza. Margaret Kumalo. Muzukhona Kumalo. Vuyisile Kumalo. Kensani Kubayi. Puti Ledwaba. Mapitsi Lekhanyani. Lidile Lekhau. Mamuguani Lisese. Johanna Lebese. Thomas Mabasa. Mapule Mabelane. Pierre Maboya. Pumile Madigizela. Zwelicha Madigizela. Sipamandla Madondo. Matsela Michaela. Nyadzani Magoro. Ntombizodwa Magwaza. Freddy Mahlakwani. Mariri Maila. Bongiwe Majozi. Mukhesi Makaka. Chika Makatu. Tres Makopo. Manama Malahlela. Kashani Malesa. Madimecha Malinga. Joyce Maluleke. Regine Malungani. Raisecha Mamabolo. Joyce Mamecha. Tebogo Mampeule. Noko Manamela. Kholane Mangwale. Nonzukiso Mankai. Justice Mangele. Zandile Mangele. Nomfanekiso Manina. Gunqile Mantile, Elijah Manu, Ifenia Mapanga, Tifelimbiru Mapoli, Munenyiwa Maremeni, Nimrod Maseko, Ngwanashilani Masemola, Musa Mashaba, Murunyani Mashiko, Mulebogeng Mashita, Nomsa Masinge, Sandiso Masuku, Muipone Maswikane, Morema Matlakala, Chifani Matsimela, Nkosi Ngiphile Mavimbela, Sithokozile Mavundla, Tamsanqa Mazibuko, Musandiwa Mbaimbai, Nomathemba Mbata, Mbuyiswa Mbena, Bawinile Mbugasi, Phumelele Mcunu, Primrose Mcunu, Raisibe Mengwai, Noko Minso, Joyce Mgaga, Malibongwe Mhlongo. Nkosi ngiphile Mkhonto. Thando Mncadi. Samkelisiwe Mndaweni. Vamisile Mngadi. Buhle Mtambo. Mamushalani Mudiba. Ramateche Mudike. Khomotso Mogale. Kaogelo Mohale. Mudija Mukhohlwa. Puti Mukhohlwa. Kapate Mukhomole. Rosina Mukoga. Mutsidisi Mukoto. Johanna Munyuku. Magwinya Mutsili. Ya, Magwinya. Doris Mpanza. Mandla Mpanza. Livuani Mpinimini. Rahosebo Mpokgo. Sija Mpulo. Nokuthula Msibi. Attractor Mswani. Begesage Mswani. Thandazile Mthalani. Khombeni Mthembu, Nomfundo Mthethwa, Thandeka Mthiani, Sibongile Mchisana, Tisambiri Mdau, Doreen Mukari, Hlobizile Myeza, Lungile Myeza, Zabayeni Ndimande, Nomusa Ndlela, Mhlengi Ndlovu, Mbizimuni Nzugula, Xolani Ngobo, Judas Ngobeni, Susan Ngobeni, Khalifi Ngwepe, Laurinda Ngubeni, Tulisile Ngubeni, Nomvuselelo Ngwadla, Henry Ngwenya, Priska Ngwenya, Listen Nemo, Roseman Galichana, Virginia Nkadinki, Jabulani Nkosi, Stanley Ngosi, Cindy Nguna, Bongeka Nongogo, Lazarus Ntanda, Tulani Ntuli, Thandazile Nkasana, Ntombi Nyawo, Thandinkosi Pato, Manoko Peta, Letau Phala. Okay. Marepeni Phalane Muthobuka, Lesedi Pasha, Mantisheng Pasha, Mapitsi Pasha, another Muhube Pasha, Ugeshni Pillay, Nomthandazo Qaqala, Noma FS Qotoi, Skhumbuzo Radebe, Mapula Ramalatso, Mokhadi Ramaphakela, Phuthi Ramaphakela, Mabiala Ramoraswi, Takalani Ramkutvati, Mucheni Raulani. Mahloatsie Rapasha. Judeida Rapela. Vongani Rikotso. Vukatimuni Rikotso. Luyanda Rosani. Masape Sebopetsa. Malisela Sekala. Mapitso Sinwamadi. Mangwepe Sipuru. Wonderboy Shange. Non-tobacco Shezi. Braina Shiburi. Alson Shumba. Princess Sebia. Noktula Sikakani. Emma Sikakani. Humbrani Singo. Busisiwe Sitole. Lungile Sitole. Ntombizodwa Siwela. Ngwana Muraswi Talane. Olofani Tupola. Elelwani Tovagale. Sindisiwe Shazi. Mapapo Tsetla. Le Hopolang Chilwane. Baliswa Tunge. Bongani Vilakazi. Makwale Vuma. Sindisiwe Kulu. Feziwe Yehana. Nonhlanhla Siqubu. Bongani Zulu. Nelisiwe Zulu. Ntombi yenkosi Zulu. Nozipho Mnguni. And Lawrence Buyeni.
Yalebo. Let us once again give our graduates a round of applause, please. And now I would like to ask our graduates to applaud their families and friends for all the support they've been given over the years. It doesn't look like our graduates want to give that support. Can you do that again? That's better. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, we have now come to the end of the proceedings for this morning. And before we close, I wish to invite all present here for refreshment afterwards. And that will be in the marquee outside here, outside this hall. You're welcome to go there and socialize and have something to drink. Now, you're now requested to stand for the singing of the national anthem and remain standing until the assembly has been dissolved and the academic procession has left the auditorium. You will find the words of the national anthem at the back cover, in the inside back cover of the program. By virtue of the authority entrusted to me, I dissolve this Assembly of the University of Pretoria.